away from the shooters, I leave them destined for me.
Welcome all. It's Monday night, and Monday night we do our review show. Um, and literally, we are in Raising Kanan, season 5, episode 6. All right, it finally happened this episode. Um, and what I mean is, this was the episode that made me get back into the series. I had been very lackluster about these episodes, basically because I didn't want to be let down, and my expectation was very low. Even though this episode did not have a lot of action for me, I was finally happy that Marvin stood up to Rock. I thought that that conversation should have been had previous episodes ago, and I'm glad that he finally confronted her on her shit. And basically, Marvin told her, "No, it's not about nobody else but you always protecting Kane." So I was highly intrigued and appreciative of that. Um, I think that the whole how they're literally setting the scene for Origins, I think is they're doing a masterful job with that because they're ending Raising Canaan, but you're basically saying the people that will be going into that, and whoever goes, they go, and whoever don't go, you're not going to feel like you're cheated with the characters and be like, oh, well, why they didn't go to Origins? You're going to know why they didn't go to Origins because the end of Raising Canaan is over. So I really appreciated this episode. I thought it was funny as hell when Kanan thought he was going to kill Flossie. I don't know why he thought that woman would get caught slipping like that. So I was very appreciative of that. I like the Juke finally confronted Kanan on his shit as well. I thought her and Marvin confronting Rock, and Juke confronting Kanan was awesome. I like that Breeze had to slow Stefano down. Like, yo, you want me to take out all these people? Some people can't be touched, and I think that he shows Stefano like, yo, sometimes you got to think things out. I don't think Stefano's long for the rest of the series. I think that Stefano, I'd be shocked if he makes it to Origins. But I'm really appreciative of this episode, and I want to talk to the two co-hosts, and we chop it up about the episode. What's up, y'all?
Well, the episode didn't do all that for me. I said I'm going to sit back and watch it from the beginning. I think it was a I'm not having a good time with TV right now. So I'm not really liking anything. But to piggyback off of what you said, I did like the Marvin and Rock's interaction. Him bringing up Lulu, that she left him out there by herself and he didn't want to be out there alone. Um, Jukebox getting Kanan together. That's also a conversation that was a long time coming. I'm glad that it took place. Um, I don't know. I don't like Kanan as a person, as a character, as an institution. Um, I just don't understand why he is the way he is. I mean, there's people that had it way worse than the life that he had, and he's just a miserable, spoiled brat. Um, the Flossie thing. Um, Kanan is a moron. Like, why would you think that this girl don't know nothing and she's kind of connected? I'm loving the Marvin Jukebox relationship. I think it's come a long way. I think it's realistic. He let her meet his little goddaughter, and she said, "Dad, what you do?" So I am going to spend this weekend and watch the season again from the first episode to this upcoming episode on Friday. And I think I'll have a better appreciation of it going forward.
Yeah, because you mix shows. See, this is the problem with the both of you. You're sitting there watching you're watching two shows in the same day, and you're judging a show based off how you felt about the other show.
Did he just call us out, Keisha?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, people that love people tell the truth. Because I thought the episode was absolutely fantastic myself. There was a lot of scenes in this episode that I liked. Um, namely Rock going to the therapist and the therapist just letting her sit with herself. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like the scene with Rock and Sean's mother. Like,
Famous mother. Yep, I like
yeah,
that
yeah,
too.
yeah. I like that scene. I just love the makeup of Cayman's eye looking like a slab of raw meat. I like that. You know, Kanan crazy though. He didn't have to shoot old boy because old boy was scared. Kanan shot that joker right in the head, man. Get out there and start earning again. What y'all doing? Y'all sitting up in here scared? Get back out there and earn. Listen, I love how calculated Breeze is. He's calculated. He's ruthless. You know, when he need to be ruthless and shoot a person, oh yeah, this your corner? You're right, this is your corner. Bang. It's your corner forever now, right? But now he's sitting back and he observing a lot of stuff. And yeah, he keeping Stefan O'Connor in line. He really feel like Kanan is his brother, man. So gave him a nice new whip, gave him that nice Camaro. You know what I'm saying? Um, very powerful scene. Lou going to the grave site. Marvin going to the grave site to visit Lou, and he was like, "Well, you were sober. I don't know if I could pour some liquor out for you." You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really good. I love the interaction between Garcia and Batista. And Batista went out the way he wanted to. Like another show we watch, Hank Voight would say to his cops, sometimes you gotta let cops go out the way they want to go. You remember that scene
Mm-hmm.
where the lady cop put her uniform on, she wanted to kill herself. And Jay Halstead got in the way. Well, Batista put his blues on, even put his white gloves on, and then took himself out. So he went out the way he wanted to go out. Garcia, the look on his face when he realized the whole precinct was dirty was classic. I loved every minute of that. Um, yeah, man. Stop watching The Shy and then watching Raising Canaan. That's y'all fault. They
Well,
ain't Sasha Penn and them fault.
the shy
They ain't
is over.
Mario Van People Jr. or Mario Van People, the director. That ain't his fault. That's y'all fault.
Uh, the shy is over. Which I will tell you. I don't think Keisha falls into that category. I definitely did. I will say that
Well, you
I
put
did
mud
watch.
on her. She started thinking about it because you sitting there thinking about it, watching The Shy every week before you watch Raising Canaan. Why you doing it?
But I
Two
don't think
episodes.
that's what it is. I think
It is what it is.
I think I'm over the Power Universe.
You ain't over it because there's more to be told. What did he
I,
say? What is the slogan of the Power Universe?
Power never ends.
Yes, it never ends. You know, The
I
Shy
I
had
was
three little kids riding off in the sunset talking about a new era that there's no new era, right? But at least with this, you know, it's leading you into a whole nother series that could last 5, 6 years.
well they already talking about the shy. It's called with the three boys called Shy New Beginnings. But I don't let me tell you my thought though, Wayne. I was gonna say tonight that after watching a few other episodes and watching this episode twice, I'm gonna finally admit something that I haven't admitted about Raising Canaan. I think this season is the best season since season one so far. Like honestly,
Okay.
this did now. Like I said, this episode for me wasn't a lot of action. You know, she killed that one connect at the end, and I think she's gonna regret that killing. And when you look at episode 7 and 8 that's coming, and no one knows of the last two episodes, Rock has nothing left. Rock has nothing. She has no connect, no, as they say, plug. She's got none of that. So her story is gone. Because you already know that Flossie's not gonna be messy. So once Kanan said that that was her son, and she was like, "Oh shit," because she don't want to be dealing with mess like that, and she
And she
lost the daughter,
already got a contentious relationship with her father.
and you could already see where Marvin is going.
He
Either
going to jail. He
locked up, or
going to
killed.
jail. He's
You can
not
see it.
dying. He's not dying. He's going to jail for murdering the foster parents. It's you see it. It's one of the reasons that he had Juke meet the little girl. Because he knows they're gonna need each other when he goes to jail. He's going to jail. Long live London Brown. Because the man is doing some hellified acting, and I don't know if the powers that be is acknowledging it, right? I love Flossie. She's a boss. All these other women around here thinking they boss. No, leave it to the Caucasian to show you what a real boss is.
I don't know what Anthony's talking about there. I'm sorry for yelling. Why the f you go from a 9/10 to a 2 out of 10? I don't even know what he's talking about. We ain't even do a rating for the show yet. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I like listen. I appreciated this
And
episode.
Anthony,
Blue Fox is
Anthony,
doing
I'm
a
consistent.
phenomenal job as well. Her
I'm
facial
consistent, Anthony.
expressions.
Who Keisha? Who Keisha?
Huh?
Haley
Who you talking
Kilgore
about?
as
I said I
Jukebox.
think yeah, I think Blue Fox is doing a phenomenal job too.
She's amazing. I'm
Oh
ready
yeah,
And
for
it's not
somebody.
even
she's
the
knocking out the park.
yeah, it's not even the words that she's saying, it's her facial expressions and
Facial
mannerisms.
expression, everything.
And
Listen,
honestly, you could see her literally as the grown up Juke. You see the same personality traits. You see the same body movements, which unfortunately a lot of those clips from Juke and Kanan's interaction from season what was that 3 and 4 are
mm,
showing now. So you get a lot of clips that's coming out.
Kanan is a
Right.
serial killer.
yeah, Kanan is a killer, man. He is
But
a
you know what's
killer.
up? You know what I noticed about Kanan though? You realize how dumb the common sense he really was though.
Well,
Like
can I add?
he could see something right in his face and ignore it.
Yeah, because you want to know why? Can I enlighten you real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanan, his main objective is to be loved, and he feels like he wasn't loved properly by his mother. Thought one man was his father, found out a dirty ass cop was his daddy. Right? Everybody he loved, he feels like his mother took out.
And Juke still ain't-
Start
and Rock still ain't come clean about that to Marvin.
starting starting with D Wiz. Starting way back with his boy D. He keeps losing people that he loves. Famous. Lost Famous. He loved him. Right? His girlfriend, the first girlfriend, lost her. He loved her. He started loving his grandmother a different way. He lost her. Everybody this man loves, he loses. He had more respect for Lulu than he did for Marvin and for Rock. He accidentally killed him.
What do you think he's
Yep.
gonna do when he find out that Snaps and Pops killed Fame?
He gonna have a conversation with Breeze, right? Because that's Breeze people. So if he gonna take them out, he gotta run that past Breeze first.
Hmm. I find it interesting that he aligns himself with anybody that's enemies of her, and he don't see that these people have ulterior motives. Like you said, Dwayne, his beef with his mother is one thing, but he doesn't realize that people have used him to
to get
destroy
at
the
his
shit that's
mother.
going on. Yeah, it's like he don't see that.
Well,
It's dead in
you
his face what's
well,
going
well,
on.
okay, okay, I'll grant you that. But is freaking Rock the mother of the year? She's a terrible mother.
She tried. It didn't come with instructions.
She more motherly. She was more motherly to Juke than she was to Kanan.
I mean, I think that Kanan is hard headed though.
He want to be in the game.
It's not so much that she doesn't love her child, because every mistake, every downfall that she's taking to protect her child.
She treats everybody she loves like pure D trash.
I
Her
don't
mother,
think that she treated her brothers like trash.
yes, her
I
mother.
don't think she treated Kanan and Jukebox like trash. I don't think
She's
so.
soft. She was softer with Juke. It's obvious she loved Kanan and she wanted him to be a certain way.
I
But
think she
she's
was
too
soft
hard.
with him, but then he became hard headed.
Man, what? She got rid of old boy, the dude in Nemesis. She got rid of him. And Kanan was starting to take a liking to him. Got rid of him. What was his name? Tuesday, Thursday? What was his name? Some type of day. What was that boy's name?
I don't remember what the boy's name is. I know who you talking about. The guy in the season one.
Yeah.
He wasn't the dude from Nemesis, was he? Nah, nah. Different actor, Wayne.
Shit, they all say we all look alike anyway.
What was his name? Mahogany or something like that? Ebony or
I said, you sure he ain't the same dude?
Symphony, right? It was Symphony or something, right?
Symphony.
Oh,
Tiffany?
It was Symphony.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked like
yeah,
that nigga.
the
Oh
educated brother
Lord.
from the bank.
Yeah, he could have been Akbar. I don't know, Raheem
Yeah,
Akbar.
Akbar. Kareem Akbar.
Kareem Akbar, that's right. You know,
And you should
Breeze
never
had
forget the name as much as you used to sing the song.
Breeze had to tell my man, yo, you can't be going out in the streets looking like this. People gonna think they can test you.
Yo, if if you can't use any other old words to describe that, he had a real doohickey. That that's what the old heads called the doohickey,
Boy
a
had a
sparkler,
hemoglobin.
a shiner. And I ain't gonna lie, as much as I'm hard on this kid for his voice and his acting, he acted that role with that eye shut. He's like,
Bro,
yeah, I was running game on you. I was using you to get close to Rock. Well, who is Rock to
Oh,
you?
so that's
That's
Sean
my mother.
mother.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
your mother.
that's to my mother. I'm really like you. We just all trying to get ours.
Sitting there sounding like Scooby Doo.
I hate his voice. I
But
just
I
don't
really,
know why they thought that was necessary.
he did this himself because the first season he wasn't sounding like that.
Keisha, did you hear his real voice?
No.
It's real
He
high
can't use
pitched.
he can't use his real voice. He should go with what he did in first season, but he cannot use his real voice.
Oh, it's really
It-
high.
yeah, it would not be believable. You think he was hanging with them characters on the show?
Sound like he was part of Village People.
Right. Now,
Oh, but I liked the episode, Wayne. Just I really liked the episode. I thought
well,
it was
good.
really
It's
decent,
good.
man.
It's a good thing that you'll be able to enjoy episodes 7 and 8 without distraction.
I will have a distraction. I'm going to be watching Fight Night too, sir. 50. I'm watching Fight Night. I'm supporting your project, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
talk
but
about it.
I don't agree with starting fight night before Raising Canaan is over.
Well, you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to segue right. You know what the guy's trying to do.
It doesn't
He's
make
So
trying
sense.
to, yeah, he's trying to get leverage.
Yeah, but one has nothing to do with the other. He
Yeah,
played a
hopefully people, because it's a show and people are a fan of his shows. Ideally, in a perfect world, people will go over there to that
well,
as well. But what
yeah,
time
you
because
does
got
it
my
come
boy.
on?
You got my boy, the actor that played Lester in The Wire. He's in that. He's the
What
there's
time does it
nothing.
come on?
Part of the problem is there's nothing else to watch, man. Ain't nothing else to watch right now. So he had time. Like he made a genius move.
with the week off, right?
Oh, excuse me. I don't want the world to see me yawning. Um, yeah, he made a genius move taking a week off. So, give
Mhm.
his last two episodes like it's a standalone, man. I thought it was very smart, very calculated. I mean, the only thing he up against right now is the All American, but a lot of people don't watch the All American. I do, and that's in this last season.
But is
So
that on Netflix or is that on regular TV?
that's on the CW,
Oh, okay.
You know,
and that's
far as streaming, it actually is. You know, Dwayne put me on Sugar a couple years ago. Sugar's out. You got Lucky that's on Apple TV. You got stuff that's out. You got Lioness is coming back this Sunday. For those that ever watch Lioness, so you got some stuff that's coming on the streaming networks. But like Dwayne said, the networks have pushed their. The networks used to always show their premieres Labor Day week that week. The networks have pushed their premieres back to mid October now, and that means they're going to show 4 episodes, then take off for the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then really they're starting their big season is going to be January, February, March.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
The
hate the way that
networks,
they do that.
yeah, it is. It's terrible. You used to get a good September, and then you had the May sweeps. But we old. We're old. But again, man, I thought this was really good. I think it's setting up for, the Shy promised us two explosive episodes to finish out that series. I don't think we got that. But I do think we're gonna get two explosive episodes of Raising Canaan, man. I'm very into this season. I'm digging this season. I've consistently given this season high marks every week that we do it. I'm gonna give this episode high marks while y'all sitting here trying to play it, you know.
He is trying to play it. I do think that they're wrapping this season up better
Anthony,
than a
what was
lot
your
of
question,
shows
Anthony?
who previously know they ending. I think they're doing a pretty decent job of wrapping this up.
Yes. What was Anthony's comment?
Well, it took them. He said he had a random question. Well, they took. Well, honestly, the reason why the season I think is
Well, what is
better.
this question? What's the
Because
question?
Dwayne, let the man type. Like,
Oh,
let the man type. Dwayne. He said, "You think Candy will kill Snaps and Pop when Juice Box tell him who really killed Famous?" I don't
Okay.
think he's going to do anything. I think,
Listen,
like
we
Dwayne
we
said, he's going to
we
tell
spoke on
Breeze.
it. We spoke on it a little bit.
I
He gonna
think
talk to
Breeze is
Breeze
going to
about
do it.
that. He gonna talk to
And
Breeze about that.
Breeze
Now
might
and
be
Breeze
Breeze,
sick
may
of
tell
them
him like, "Yo, what you
anyway.
want to do?"
Breeze want
What's
to
that?
be the man, so he tired of all the old heads. Really,
Exactly.
he think what was the Chi Ali album, Youngest in Charge? He think he the youngest in charge. It is '93, right?
Yeah, I think Breeze gonna be like, "Yo, let's just kill him anyway. Who
Yeah,
cares?"
you my brother. We brothers, cause Breeze really think that's his brother.
Yeah, we brothers, Kanan. We brothers.
We're
You
happy
know,
and we're singing and we're colored.
I don't know what
Give
maybe
me a
Death,
hug.
maybe DefCon, maybe DefCon sneaked up a couple of times because we know what his flavor was. But that's
What
okay
was that?
too.
What was
That's
that?
okay too. What?
What was that?
You already know what DefCon was. They
Oh,
said
oh,
it.
oh. You like bussy.
Yeah.
But anyway, like
He the trig of Raising Canaan.
I like the episode, Dwayne. I did, yo.
I ain't letting y'all do that. Y'all been dissing
What
it
do you
all
mean?
year. Y'all been dissing it all year because y'all comparing it to the other show. And so now I love what Keisha's plan is to go in there this weekend and watch it from the beginning, and she will have a different opinion.
Mm.
That is my plan.
So, this episode, I'm giving it a 7.5 because I see what they're doing. They're setting it up. They're setting us up nice.
Giving it a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll say it again, 7.5. Strong episode.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh wow.
You hated it.
I'm
How
gonna give
you
it an 8.
gonna come
No,
out of your
no, no, no,
socks and
no,
give it
no.
8?
I'm not comparing episode 6 with episodes 1 through 5. Episode 6 was a banger for me. I liked it. I liked it. I
I'm
liked the
gonna get,
confrontation that Juke had, and I liked the confrontation that Marvin had. That was a lot for me.
Listen, it
And
wasn't a
because
listen, I hear you.
it's a,
I hear you. Right? You said it wasn't a lot of action in this episode. I agree with you. But you know what this episode had a lot of? Had a lot of great dialogue,
oh
which in
yeah, yeah,
turn, some of these scenes was acted very well, man.
yeah. You did forewarn me about the dialogue that Breeze had. You said Breeze did his thing, and I will say that Breeze, outside of him being ruthless and ready to bust his gun, Breeze is very calculated and smart. He's not no dummy. He know how to do his recon, so he don't just go somewhere and be naked.
He better
does
than
he
the
remind
cops.
you of Ghost and Tommy?
But his
Yeah,
only
but he
problem is he had to watch Jeopardy every night.
it makes sense,
That's
right,
it.
Keisha? Because he taught them.
Mm-hmm.
He taught them. And Kanan is the wild card. Kanan just the one that just, I could tell Ghost learned a lot from Breeze. A lot. And I
But
don't
you
know
know,
what the Power Universe world wanted out of Breeze. I think people wanted something different out of him. Like people
I think
had
that
different expectations.
you know what I think Dwayne was. We got the older version of Tommy and Ghost,
Mm-hmm.
so I think most people wanted them to be grown already. But
Mm-hmm.
you did the prequel to Raising Canaan, so you're gonna see them mature. You're gonna see them be kids. You're gonna see we might get to see Breeze when he's older before he gets killed. But at the end of the day, we're seeing the beginning. That's why it's called Origins to
Mm-hmm.
all of their story. Because, they're going to understand why Ghost was the way he was and understand why he had to go live with Tommy. I hope they show all that. Understand Kanan. Like, we literally watched Kanan go from Rock forcing him to beat the boy up in the park to now he ain't got no problem killing nobody. So when you think about the 5 seasons, he has grown as what they wanted from him. I just find it interesting that I think this season was the smartest season to end it on and to finally introduce Breeze. I do think that the fan base was the Breeze character was such a myth to most people that they wanted to see him, and the standard for seeing him, like you were saying, Dwayne, was so high that they feel let down.
Mm-hmm.
Which people would be like, "Is this Breeze? Is unique Breeze? He's gonna come back and be Breeze. Well, was that Breeze that was at the Fight Club? Is that Breeze? Like, no, that's Breeze. So I think that's where the disappointment or the letdown came from. Keisha, do you have a rating? Are we on the
I
air?
do have a rating, 5.5.
She needs to give it an incomplete because she got to watch it again. She on
Oh,
some
I gave it an
bullshit.
8.
She on some bullshit. She got some personal things going on. She's sitting here watching the goddamn Shaw and then
Ooh,
trying to watch this after it.
ooh.
So I'm giving Keisha an incomplete on her 5.5 until she rewatches it.
I'll take the incomplete because, like I said, I'm gonna watch the whole thing all over again.
You got
Nuts
time?
and bolts from beginning to end.
You got time?
Yeah, I
in
got
between going
time.
to get ice cream, in between going to get ice
Come
cream and
on,
stuff.
man.
No,
Shut
no, we
up.
ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Thank you,
We
Wayne.
ain't
I
doing
got
that.
time.
No, we ain't doing that. That we're not doing.
I'm just saying, she down right now, yo.
No, no, she's fine. We don't discuss
So,
stuff like
my
that.
sister, my
We
sister,
keep it on the real.
my sister.
Um, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this, man. And I like how Kanan and Jarita, however you say her name, holding each other down. And they had the scene that they needed to have. And Kanan liked to buy his stuff.
It was funny when she said to him, "Look like somebody got too close to you."
Yeah.
But what's funny is she had the sarcasm that you could see Tasha Smith having when she get older. So you can hear the slick mouth that because Tasha Smith, I don't care what movie she's in, show she's in, she's always gonna have some a slick mouth. And but I like our ratings 7.5, 8, and a 5.5. We don't have to be on too late doing this because I'm a little tired. It was a hot day today, rough day. Worked hard today.
Listen, in the comments, man, call these jokers out, man. D got y'all back. Anthony, SG, the young lady that usually be commenting. I got y'all back, man. I didn't allow myself to be jaded. I let this series stand on its own 2 feet, and they're giving us a hell of a finale, man. This last season has been awesome. It's been great. I'm about to start sounding like Dick Vitale in a minute, for those of y'all that know him. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I don't disagree. I think they're wrapping it up good. I said that, but Dwayne refuses to hear it.
Nah, because you coming in here with raising Canaan slander. And I'm not gonna stand for it. This show captured me season one. Then it went down in the tubes a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. But this last season has recaptured my imagination.
That's good. That's
Well,
good.
I'm glad.
Well, Dwayne, do you want to close us out?
Nah,
One
man.
final thought.
Nah, be genuine. You understand? And I'm gonna say this to the world, man. World, be kind, yo. Stop out here doing all this trolling and hating. I ain't saying you gotta glaze anybody out here, pause, but be kind. And that's all I got.
With that,
Have a good night.
appreciate you guys. Remember, the best way to support what we do is to like, share, subscribe. And until then, we will see you next week.
It's the West. I go by the name of P. Grant. And I'll be your host for the